Hooray! We finally get something that... Okay, didn't expect the things to be that loud. Anyway, we finally get something that we get in Europe that they don't get in America. And here it is. It is the Nintendo SNES, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Super NES Classic Controller. Made by Wii. Or made for Wii, rather. As you can see from the picture, it looks like a Super Nintendo controller. This is available on Club Nintendo of Europe's Stars catalogue, and it costs 7,000 stars. I'll let you do the maths, where it costs, you get 50 stars for a virtual console game and 250 stars for an actual game. You also get 50 stars for WiiWare as well, but I'm sure you knew that. So we'll just have a look at the box. Just for the record, the Stars catalogue, only available in Europe. Save up stars, get prizes, range from crap like screenshots and iron-on transfers and rubbish like that, to things like this that you get for like 7,000 stars. For 10,000 stars you could have got a DS, but it's not on anymore, and for 4,000 stars you could have got a Game Boy Advance game that's not available anymore. I think right now there's also currently for 4,000 stars a golden Wii wheel, but I'm not going to get that because I've got the white one. Why would I want a gold one? It's pointless. Give me the Gold Classic Controller Pro instead. Anyway, switch it round. Some warning gubbins there. Some... Oh, yep, here we go. Original Nintendo seal of quality. Fancy. But yet no aquatic mammals in sight. Set includes Wii Super NES Classic Controller, RVL 00504, rubbish, and Operations Manual ×1. Okay, there's the front of the box. I've taken the controller out already, but you would have seen the lovely controller here. Wii Super NES Classic Controller, Super Nintendo, and if you can see just there, can you see this on the camera? Yep, barely, the Club Nintendo logo, which is, of course, Europe only. So what we'll do is we'll just get rid of the box, and it will show you the collector's item itself. And here it is. It looks exactly like a Super Nintendo controller. In comparison to the normal controller, the one that came with the actual Super Nintendo, buttons feel a little stiffer than usual. But otherwise it feels quite well made. It's quite faithful to the original. Obviously I've got to show some gameplay footage with this thing, but I can't really complain. Just for comparison, here's the official one that came with the Super Nintendo. Yep, as you can see on the original one, L and R were imprinted on with ink or painted plastic or whatever the hell they used. In this one, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, the L and R are indented. They didn't use ink, they've indented L and R onto the camera, onto the controller, sorry. I need to work on my words. And that's it, really. Just as another unfair comparison, here's the Wii Classic controller. Get some dust off it. Size-wise, practically identical. Face-wise. The Nintendo one's a bit thinner, but it's a completely unfair comparison because this one plays games. N64 games, it also plays, well, the N64 is really the only one that uses the analog sticks, but this one also plays like Rune Factory Frontier and all the rest of it. Anyway, I didn't review that, I came to review this thing. Oh jeez, get dust off the thing. Anyway, so now I've got to hook this up to the Wii. So if I can just find my Wii remote, connect it up, and we shall resume playing games. Okay, we're going to start with Super Ghouls and Ghosts. This was onto my SD card, so I'm running it from the SD card. You might not be able to see my controller, but you are going to see the game play. I will tell you right now that having tried this before, and see, the thing is, the problem with this, it doesn't have an analog stick, so I can't control the finger on the home menu. For God's sake, get it right. Home menu. In fact, no, reset. We'll start from the start. Capcom. Making of some of the best games ever made, such as Mega Man and all the rest of it. Marvel vs. Capcom was one of my favourites. Anyway, just skip this cutscene. And go to option mode. Yep, just making sure that they were all right, because before I'd set this up to work with a GameCube controller, wireless GameCube controller. For the last video I set it up to work with that, and it didn't. Stop going to that. Right, game start. Yes, funny. Yes, lovely princess gets captured. Why is it not skipping? Oh, good. Okay, and we're starting from a later level, because this is where I got to before. I don't know how this is going to appear on screen, but take it from me, every movement and reaction seems a teeny bit delayed. It's nothing obvious, and it seems very, very fiddly. By the way, this game gave me so much stress as a child. I hated this game, but also loved it. Very love-hate relationship for me in this game. God knows why I spent 800 Wii points on it if it gave me so much frustration, but God knows. Right, double jump, get up. Before the little imp gets me, it got me. I fall to my death. Okay, enough of that. Let's try another game. We're now playing Super Mario World. And then we'll just start the game. And we'll just pick a level. This was the first game I tried with this controller, by the way, and it was pretty poor. I honestly expected it to be a bit more responsive and a bit less fiddly. It really is. See, come on, pick up the feather. That's it. Yep. I can't really blame that one on the controller. Only to jump on him. Come on, that's it. Bloody hell. Yeah. I can't really blame that on the controller. That must have been my fault. But I will say this much. It doesn't feel... It's a weird sensation playing it with this controller. Get the Super Koopa. Steal his feather. I don't know why you could only steal feathers from those ones and not the ones with the normal cape. Is beyond me. Spinny down, spinny, spinny. Fly, fall. It's a cruel game, Super Mario World. And we'll finish off with the original Mega Man on NES, just to see how it feels when playing with a normal controller. Sorry, with the Super Nintendo Classic controller. I did try the N64 game in this. I tried Lilac Wars to test. Thank you for that. Yeah, I did try it with the Super Nintendo controller with an N64 game. It didn't work. Obviously, games which are optimized to use the analog stick doesn't work too well with D-pads. Anyway, we'll just press start a game with Mega Man. Hurry up. We'll just go on around Guts Man. Come on, hurry up. I've only got so long in the video, you know. And it feels quite weird because usually you press B to jump. It's just the other way around in terms of a NES controller, because A was... Come on, hurry up. I'll say one thing, you can actually just jitter along very, very easily. Come on. I wish I'd chosen another stage with a bit more action in it as opposed to all this random platform jumping. and I fall. I did press the A button there. I hope you could have saw that on the camera. Right, one last go, and then I've got to go into the conclusion. Come on, shoot the bloody metal. Shoot the meteor, come on, thank you. Come on, hurry up. The faith. The angel of death. Leap. 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 And that level surely was up when I landed on it. Oh well, never mind. So to finish off this review, I suppose I could really say that the controller is really for all you retro freaks out there who love the sort of retro sort of scene, who you want to play with old Nintendo hardware. But I'm just thinking, what is the point of this? It doesn't play all your Virtual Console games. It's not compatible with most of the Wii games that use classic controllers because they use analog sticks. Is there really any point? It only really works with NES games and SNES games and Master System games and Mega Drive games. Okay, I'm going on quite a list here, but games that use analog sticks it won't work with. However, it's an official Nintendo item, and it's very rare, and it's only available to people in Europe. Therefore, wouldn't it make a lot of sense to think that this would be a hot collector at some point in time? I mean, surely this thing is... It's a nice piece of kit. I like it. I don't want to lose it, but it's going to be a really hot collector's item at some point. So if I were you, I'd pick up one of these for 7,000 stars, exchange them for cash. You can probably, for this 7,000 stars, I've seen these go on eBay for about £65 to £70. So save up, get one, and sell it. If I could put it back in the box, keep it looking pristine, then it should be absolutely fine. See, it's practically new, there's nothing wrong with it. If I just put it back in the wrapping, no one will know the difference. Anyway, that's me. I'm going to start tidying up now. Put this back on charge.